Alright, hi everyone, this is DayTraderRockStar, and I'm going to bring you a special video for this pre-Thanksgiving weekend on pivot points, my favorite indicator to use when I am day trading the markets each day. I am a day trader. I also hold stocks, for swing trades also, so I kind of play both sides of the field, so to speak. I'm not a pure day trader where I would buy and sell in the same day, but when I do, this is the technique I use, and I just wanted to bring this to you because I get a lot of emails asking me how do I pick an entry into this market. This market's been so volatile in these recent weeks. So any beginner or anybody going into this market, it's actually it's like playing Russian roulette. You could jump in the market thinking it's going to go up. It could reverse, and you could end up being down a few points in some stocks. It's really a tough market to trade, and you need to have a set of tools to trade this market, and you need to have the discipline. As all my videos I've been saying is discipline, discipline, discipline. Get yourself into a technique, build a toolbox of techniques that you could believe in, not something that someone else believes in, but tools that you could believe in, not someone else. I could tell you all the systems out there and all the people selling their systems out there are going to probably send me a lot of hate mail because I'm giving away all these good secrets right now. But it's not a secret. These things should be free. It's just you take some research. It takes some some dedication and practice, and it's very easy to day trade these markets. It's all about discipline and money management. All right, so let's move on. So like I said, one of my favorite indicators to use when I'm trading intraday, meaning I'm not holding over something over the night, is using pivot points. I love them. I mean, they work. They work. That's all I could say. They work because the big players use them. The big market experienced market traders use them. The floor traders use them. All right. So hence they, the stocks react to them. And you always wonder why a stock reacts to a certain level. Well, this is one of the reasons why. I also use other indicators to offer these pivot points, also to confirm some of my buy entry points. But one of the best things to do is, develop a bunch of indicators and try to combine them all. So this first one is pivot points, which consist of, well, let me start off with what pivot points are. Pivot points are a set of, I would say, technical resistance and support areas that are calculated by using the previous day's high, low, and close. And there's some other calculations that people use also. You also use the opening price, and there's some other exotic calculations for people's certain pivot points and stuff. But this is pretty much the basic one, which is used throughout the markets. It's basically the previous day's high, low, and close. And you determine these set of support and resistance line. You have resistance 2, resistance 1, the pivot point, which is the main one, and support line 1 and support line 2, and the market reacts off of these things. And I'll give you a fast little, for those people who want to know how to calculate their own pivot points. You don't really need them. There's a lot of calculators out there. Just go to Google and calculate pivot points, but just a fast, that's basically it. I wrote it out here. For you technical people, like to have these little things and work on them on your own and play with them. So that's basically it right there. All right. So getting back to this, my technique for trading pivot points, and this is again very basic. I'm only limited to a certain amount of time on these YouTube videos, so I can't go into a more in-depth video for you. So I'm just going to actually just show you some examples of how these work, and hopefully follow up on a second video if anybody has any questions. All right. Again, what I like to do, placing my first trade, I like usually, and I do trade on the radio each day. Start at 8 o'clock on DayTraderRadio.com, and I usually let the first half an hour trade by me, because that's the very hard part. You jumping in before the market even gets a chance to settle down. I mean, sure, you can make money then, but it's a very hard time to make money. You're actually playing, you could go to a casino and just, pretty much throw your chips down and have just as good a chance of picking the right direction of a trade. So that's one thing you must determine if you're going to be a trader like that, or you're going to be a trader who's more disciplined. You want to be in this for the long run, because day trading is is, is one of the hardest professions there is. You're dealing with professionals out there who making lots and lots of money, and they don't make that money for taking chances. They make that money because they're the best at what they do, and it's easy becoming the best at what you do in anything, as long as you have the discipline to do it. And I mean, that's known. All right. So, like I said, I usually wait for the first half an hour to trade by, and I'm going to give you some examples right here. Let's see what I have under here. All right, so take a look at Apple trade.